everybody, Jeff Miller, head of GRE Instruction from Target Test Prep. In today's video, we are going to provide some tips about how to increase your GRE Quant Score. Number one, build a strong foundation. After all, you gotta walk before you run, right? That's just part of life. So don't jump into the hardest questions you possibly can in GRE Quant. Focus on building your basics, even within a topic. Like if you're dealing with exponents, don't get into quadratics with exponents or estimating with exponents before you know the rules of what happens when I have similar bases and different exponents. What happens when I have different bases and same exponents? Same with division. How do you deal with addition or subtraction with exponents? So point is, get the basics down every time you learn a topic, then build your way up. You'll have a nice solid foundation to learn the more advanced topics on top of it, and that's going to help you get better at GRE Quant one topic at a time. Tip 2, learn each GRE math topic one at a time. Don't try to pile them on all together. We talk about it a lot. Topical learning is what I say. That means you focus on just one topic. If you're dealing with rates, for example, you learn everything you can about rates. Average rates, converging rates, catch-up and pass, catch-up and weight, etc. Get all the formulas down. Practice a little while you're learning, and then move into your topical practice as well, because that's going to allow you to see, hey, what I learned, can I really apply it? If you just learn it, and then you move to the next topic without practice, you're never going to know if what you've learned is actually stuck. So you do topical learning, learn everything you can, topical practice, and then rinse and repeat with future quant topics. Tip number 3, embrace your weaknesses. Find your weaknesses so that you can eliminate them. Don't run from them. You're going to find when studying GRE Quant that some stuff comes easy and some stuff doesn't. Well, the stuff that comes easy you have down, right? You're going to be set with those topics for test day. The stuff that doesn't, find it, seek it out, and make sure you're fixing it. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, and it's going to, serve for some kind of not fun study sessions, but who cares? If you're taking weaknesses and you're turning them into strengths, the more you do that, the better off you're going to be in the long run, and the better prepared you're going to be to knock GRE Quant out of the park on test day. Tip number 4, regularly review past material. We say it a lot, I say it a lot. You're learning a ton. There's no way anyone studying for the GRE can learn something once and have it stick, right? So what does that mean? Well, it means review has to be a part of your study routine. Whether it's weekly, whether it's bi-weekly, whether you're studying flashcards, whether you're doing review sets, whether you're looking at your air log, and to be honest, you should be doing all 3. That's going to make sure what you learned stays learned, because if you go through the content just one time and you get to the test, you are going to be shocked at how much you've forgotten if you haven't been doing a review. And that goes for verbal too. Just because you learn a vocabulary word doesn't mean it sticks. Yeah, you may practice it and you may use it actually in your everyday life, but you have to continuously review and look at these things. So on test day, most of what you learned hasn't drained out. It's there, it's on the tip of your brain and ready to go. Tip number 5, and this is big, learn to eliminate careless mistakes. They can be a GRE killer for quant, and there's so many ways it can happen. If you're not focused, if you're rushing, if your handwriting is off, all of these things can lead to issues when answering questions. And what really stinks about careless mistakes is they usually affect students on problems that they should get right. I can't tell you how many times I've spoken to my students and they say, yes, I should have had this one. It was a careless mistake. I should have had that one. It was a careless mistake. So what that means is recognize in real time when you're studying, when you're making these careless mistakes, and ask yourself why it's happening, and then do things to remedy them. One of the things we tell students to do early on in their prep, don't worry about the clock when doing problem sets. Work swiftly, but don't worry about a ticking clock, because what will happen is you'll get your accuracy down, you'll eliminate some of those careless mistakes that you would otherwise make, and then timing will organically improve, and it'll improve in a way where you won't go back to making similar mistakes that maybe you were when you were rushing. So do your best to focus on eliminating careless mistakes. All right, that concludes today's video. I had a blast talking about ways to improve your GRE Quant Score. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel, leave comments of videos you want to see in the future, And as always, I appreciate you watching. Happy studying, everybody, and we will talk soon.